Hi friends, today we are going to discuss a 5-mark question from paper first, and that is Palmar aponeurosis. Palmar aponeurosis. It is a thick, dense, you can say condensed fascia in the center of palm. It is continuation. Now this is the tendon of palmaris longus muscle and this is flexor retinaculum. This tendon of palmaris longus muscle, it insert, you can say it insert at two places. One at the your retinaculum and second in the your palmar aponeurosis. So this palmar aponeurosis is also called as palmar fascia, and this fascia having peculiar functions. If you are looking carefully the fascia, you are getting that it is looking triangular in shape. It is triangular in shape, having its base and the apex. It is divided into three parts. One is the central portion, second one is the lateral part, and third one is the medial part. The central portion is triangular in shape and it has its base and the apex. It has its base and the apex. The base is toward the distal side, whereas the apex is toward the proximal side. So this apex, if you are looking carefully, the apex, it get continue with the palmaris longus muscle. So means all these things, three things, one is your palmar aponeurosis, second one is your palmaris longus muscle, and third one is your retinaculum. These three things are having correlation with each other. Now this palmar aponeurosis is having two layers. One is superficial and one is deep layer. The superficial layer of the palmar aponeurosis arranged with the transverse fibers, whereas the deep layer with the vertical fibers. Deep layer with the vertical fibers and superficial layer with the transverse fibers, so that it get more thickened and it get more firm. Now this base of the palmar aponeurosis, it is divided into four slips. It is divided into four slips, and again each slip is divided into two. One is superficial part and one is deep part. The superficial part of each slip provide firm attachment for the skin of palm and the fingers, whereas the deep part of the slip provide the attachment to the muscles, underlying muscle of the palm. Now this is about the palmar aponeurosis, and with the palmar aponeurosis, it is wise for we to have little look of flexor retinaculum, so that we can complete this portion. Rather proceeding with the flexor retinaculum, let me talk about the palmaris longus muscle. As the name itself indicates, it is a long muscle of the palm. It is taking origin from the medial condyle of the humerus. It is descending down in this way, reaching up to the flexor retinaculum, and here it is inserted at two places, one at the flexor retinaculum, and then it continue as a palmar aponeurosis. And now let me talk little about the your flexor retinaculum, so that the things will get clear. Now this flexor retinaculum, it is a rectangular shaped fibrous band. It is a rectangular shaped fibrous band located at the ventral aspect of, which joint is this? Wrist. It is located at the ventral aspect of the wrist. This is the ventral aspect and this is the dorsal aspect of the wrist. So it is located at the ventral aspect of the wrist, and this fibrous band is also known as transverse carpal ligament. So this is actually the ligament for the carpal bones, which is transversely arranged. So it is also known as transverse carpal ligament. Now if it is the ligament, it should have the attachment at both the sides, and if it is a quadrangular in shape space, it should have continuation to the proximal part and continuation to the distal part. So this flexor retinaculum, now we know this is the location of carpal tunnel जहाँ से median nerve जाता है. Yes, you know carpal tunnel, यहाँ से median nerve इसका compression अगर हो गया तो that is called as carpal tunnel syndrome. So this flexor retinaculum forms the roof of carpal tunnel. This forms the roof of carpal tunnel. And what is the floor of carpal tunnel? The floor of carpal tunnel is formed by, we know there are 8 carpal bones. There are 8 carpal, यहाँ पे 8 छोटी छोटी हड्डी है जो कि ब्रिज जॉइंट बनाने में मदद करती है. So these are the 8 carpal bones, and we know those carpal bones are from lateral to medial. From lateral to medial, they are. You can remember the carpal bones with a sentence, and that sentence is, "She looks too pretty, try to catch her." Now this "she looks too pretty," yes, start with the upper part, and then these 4 are for the upper, and then the remaining 4 are the for lower. What that "she looks too pretty"? SLTP. TTCP. She looks too pretty, try to catch her. So what does S stand for? S stand for scaphoid. What that L stand for? L stand for lunate. And what that your T stand for? Trichotrum. And your P stand for pisiform. Whereas in the lower part again T stand for trapezium, T stand for trapezoid, your C stand for capitate, and your lastly S stand for hamate. So now if we are thinking about all these 8, we are to consider from lateral side 2 lateral and 2 medial. So 2 laterals are scaphoid and trapezium. 2 medials are trichotrum, and your 2 medials are pisiform and hamate. So pisiform and hamate and scaphoid and trapezium. So these are the two carpal bones from each side where this retinaculum has its attachment. As it is a rectangular shaped space, so it should have proximal continuation, distal continuation, attachment at the sides. So this rectangular ligament, you can say the ligament, no, because it is transverse carpal ligament. So this rectangular ligament is proximally continue with the deep fascia of forearm, whereas it is distally continue with the Palmar aponeurosis. Now at the side, both the sides, you can remember the 2 carpal bones from lateral side and 2 carpal bones from medial side. The lateral side 2 carpal bones are, one is scaphoid and second one is trapezium, whereas the medial side carpal bones are, one is pisiform and last one is hamate. So you can remember these 4, and now just little more to be added in that, so that you can easily remember the attachment of flexor retinaculum. Now what part of the scaphoid? Tuberosity of the scaphoid. What part of the trapezium? Ridge of the trapezium. We are knowing the scaphoid and trapezium. Now the tuberosity of scaphoid and the ridge of trapezium. This is the attachment towards the lateral side, or you can say towards the radial side. Whereas towards the ulnar side, or you can say towards the medial side, it is attached with the 2 again. One is pisiform and second one is hamate. So pisiform itself and the hook of hamate. So this flexor retinaculum is having lateral attachment with the scaphoid tuberosity and with the scaphoid tuberosity and the ridge of trapezium, whereas it is medially attached with the pisiform and the hook of hamate. So this is about the flexor retinaculum, and it is one of the important thing for the carpal tunnel. Now you, if I am thinking about this flexor retinaculum simultaneous with your palmaris longus muscle and palmar aponeurosis, so this is how the relation between these two. It is a question of for 5 marks, but it is related with the carpal tunnel. It is related with the carpal tunnel. It is related itself with the flexor retinaculum. So in this video we are catching all these threes. If someone is asking about the flexor retinaculum, you can say it is rectangular in shape, and you can complete that. All descriptions we finished. And in addition, with the flexor retinaculum, you can write its relation with the palmar aponeurosis. You can write its relation with the palmaris longus muscle, and you can write its relation with the carpal tunnel also. So this is a short. Again, if by chance you are getting the short note, put the short answer of this flexor retinaculum. So in this way we can complete the discussion of anatomy. Adjacent parts, these are the three adjacent parts, and they are having relation with each other. Thanks for watching the video, and in the same sense I will continue a few of the 5 mark questions, and then I will proceed with paper second, 20 marks and 10 mark questions. Thank you friends. Please don't forget to subscribe the channel and your notification. Please press the bell icon for the notification of new videos. Thanks.